going down? Based on my Banter channel, Thor's Thoughts of the show. I'm Thor. We're back. It's another McFarlane Toys Spawn Universe Wave 2. Second figure we've got from Wave 2. It's Soul Crusher. Soul Crusher is one of the bad guys in the Spawn universe. He shows up in issue 320, like right in the beginning of the Spawn universe stuff if you've been reading it. And then he just showed up, spoiler, in the end, the very last panel of Scorch number 2. He knocks Terry out with the butt of his rifle, which he comes with right there. So let's get into him. I will say my box got a little, I love the boxes, but this one got beat up. You can see there's some damage, a couple different places. Big gash in the back with a hole. Whatevs. The figure's fine. Everything's intact, and I open everything. That side panel, these side panels are just great. The side panels they're doing for these figures, I really like on the packaging. Even though I don't keep most of my packaging, spoiler, which I know is crazy. I used to keep it all, and then I got to a point where I can't. Like it's like I have a whole room of just packaging. Then it's whatever. But yeah, so I love the package for Soul Crusher. He's a cool bad guy. When he shows up in 320 and he's like beating up Cygor and Spawn gets all mad, and then like he gets whooped at the end of 320. He is like, he's way whooped. Ugh. Oh yeah, it was a bad. Look at that. Here's the chunk of the box that came out from that gash in the back. It went all the way through the background, which is just the. Oh, there you go. There's some more box. I think that's the outside box on the inside of the figure. Don't see that very often. The lightning background's cool, but this one's obviously unusable because of the giant hole in it. So they come with trusty, the handy dandy McFarlane standee, as always. Then you get a pistol, which is awesome. That his still come with weapons, like cool weapons. And you get his rifle. These are both great. And this will go with your 7-inch. If you want to use them for some, DC characters, that's the nice thing about the Spawn. That scale with it, because they're perfect to use with that, since we're not getting weapons for our DC figures. You can still throw a pistol in Peacemaker's hands. Anybody. The rifle actually might be good. I can see Peacemaker ripping that. Nah, all right, yeah. I like those. Those are great accessories. Boom. There it goes. When I first saw this figure, when this figure was first announced, and I first saw him, I was like, pass. I think I did the review of the Wave, and I was like, not, the Wave announcement. I was like, I don't think I'm going to get him, and then I saw people getting him, and I saw more pictures of people with him in a hand. Oh, my gun's got a little warp to it. I saw pictures of people like him in hand, just looked so good in the pictures. I was like, I really need this one. And I was lucky enough to score it for review. So, man, he is fantastic. It does look, that texturing on the hood and the cape, it's like that army sack stuff that he actually wears with the gas mask. The gas mask is awesome. I totally get it. Have you ever seen the anime Desert Punk? I totally get a Desert Punk vibe for him. You could probably do a sick Desert Punk custom using a Soul Crusher figure. I'd love to see that. Someone does it, holler at me, shoot me some pics. I love the vest with all these little compartments all over. The holster. It's got a holster for the pistol. Yes. Good. Man, there's so much detail on this figure. It's $24.99 retail. He's even got the pack on the back where for the oxygen and stuff. Man, the chest is great. He's got some armor underneath his straps, and then just all the belts with all the pockets, the leg straps, the little man. This dude is decked out. The details on him are fantastic. The cape's movable. You can't take it down or take it off, but they don't show who he is. I think he's part of the Black Flag Order, if I'm not mistaken. There's a lot of factions. There's a lot of bad guy factions in Spawn, and he's part of one of them. But that is pretty sweet. I gotta say, I do love this. Double jointed elbows, double jointed knees. Shoulder on this side can get up to 90. God, the sculpt on this is just incredible, the detail. The other side can't get up quite as high because the cape here cuts it off, but it's, you know, yeah, that's pretty bad too. You're not going to get it much higher as you can get this one. Oh, you can get them almost, you can get it almost all the way. It's real close. It's like 80%. Good mobility on the shoulders. Legs are tight. Knees are good. Ankles are good. They're not balls either. Huh. Well, they are, but they're formed differently than you see a lot on the DC. You got some close-ups of that. They feel better, and they actually look like part of the boot, as opposed to like boot. Then you can tell like a circle, and then more boot. These are molded in a beautiful way. The knee pads are great. God, his whole armor motif just looks good. This army surplus, rich guy who's trying to fight Spawn. Good luck. Now, like I said, at the end of Scorch 2, he comes up and hits Terry in the back of the head with his rifle there and knocks him out, and that's how Scorch 2 ends. So I'll be very curious to see what they do with him going forward. But I'm really glad we got a figure of him. All right. Yes. So, yeah. Soul Crusher, a mysterious, scarred figure of some wealth and power. Donning a gas mask, he believes his actions bring on the greater good, which often conflict with Spawn's own outlook. Yeah, they just don't get along. Like I said, Spawn kicked his butt the first time. He's back now in Scorch 2 for some revenge. Probably not going to go super well for him because I don't think he's terribly strong, but I love this figure. I'm so glad we got him. This is a good Wave 2 figure because he's been around a couple times in the new stuff already. The shoulder, even the leather shoulder pad underneath on the left side here is just fabulous. The gun detail is awesome. It's got the bayonet at the end. Man, this is a really good figure. I highly, highly recommend him. I'm not going to say I like him better than Cygor, because Cygor is just a beast, just a beefy boy. And if you put him up next to Cygor, he's quite a bit smaller. But if you put Cygor up next to Violator, still the beefiest boy is Los Violator. But yeah. Soul Crusher, man. Spawn Wave 2, killing it. Wave 3 was announced. That video may be up before this one, so you've already seen it. You know what to do. You know where to do it. Deuces.